Hi there everybody and welcome to part 4 of my tight gameplay of Heroes Hour in a challenging difficulty. I'm Icon and I am for the first time in a 4th episode in this format. This is a good thing. That means we're winning harder than usual. This also means that I have to replay my last turn that I ended my last video with because I accidentally managed to maneuver my main hero into some problems. We changed that, we fixed that, and let's have some fun with that today. I'm really happy to see how this strategy has evolved, and I'm totally looking forward to see what kind of different options I'll now have with my other races and actions in this regard, because I really feel like I learned a ton out of the last few sessions there, and I feel like I can't wait to get the other factions going. But let's first win this match, and feel free to drop me into the comments what kind of faction you want to see next featured in this video series. I'd love to hear your feedback to that. I'm personally right now swinging quite hard towards the I forgot how they're called, the where are they? Here, the Horde. I really wanted to try out these because I'm playing a lot of spellcasters lately, and I feel like maybe it's fun to go for something else now, you know? Alright. Let's control that balance. Skipping to outcome is almost always a horrible thing. There's been almost never anything good happening out of that. Wait a sec, elemental water units are ranged attackers, and it's not a good idea to spawn them in the middle of your enemy. Ooh, lightning bolt. So I wish I could check out the wind elementals here right now, but if I remember correctly, they should be frontliners. Not sure about that, though. Seems to be not that important either. So, I've lost one Crystalius. Now, it's okay. I mean, we basically had that turn already in the last episode, but whatever. So here is a moderate fight. A couple of Brogs are here flagged as a moderate fight. This is a little bit disconcerting to me, and I'm wondering what the hell's happening there, that this is flagged as an intermediate fight. But we'll find that out in the future. So, hero-wise, Geokama, Conflux, Regeneration, Mercurial. Oh, there's Mercurial. Okay. Lionin, Union, Mastery, Legion. Yeah, why not? I felt like I'm feeling lately like spamming heroes like crazy almost has no downside to it, and therefore I do it more and more often. Oh, this is buffing the hero, and he's gaining fighters passively, and of course bodyguards. Bodyguards! Endless bodyguards. We'll just send them down here. And let's see what we can do. Now, our good buddy Talanak considers this a impossible fight. Okay. So how many dudes do we have now underground? Oh, there's a roaming neutral hero. Man, there are so many targets this turn. It's so hard to decide. Now, if I remember correctly, the upgrade made the units cheaper. Right. Now. Whew. Just keep it like that for now. I'll let her stay here in front of that building so we can buy those further demons next turn. Okay, she's gonna stay, and we got 3 heroes available, plus my main hero. Alrighty. So, Decrepit Alchemy Lab. There's 104 dudes in front of that. I highly doubt that this is really an easy fight. I have a bad feeling about this, so let's send in Talanak first. Talanak is really crappy in terms of bodyguard rating, but he's extremely powerful in terms of magic. So, oh, powerful is that Meteor Shower? Salt Blast. More damage to summoned units. Whatever, we're just going to slap down this elemental magma thing. And, I don't know if mana elementals are melee or ranged units, so... By the way, if you guys know answers to these questions, like what kind of type of creature these units are, just feel free to drop me a comment. I don't mind at all. Well, go. Are we winning it already? The hell goats there are turning into a bit of a problem here, so let's spawn a couple of fire elementals on top of them. And blind them back here. I got reinforcements. Neat. So these dudes... Alright, they go into hibernation. Yeah. I'm already quite happy that I didn't fall for the easy difficulty rating trap here. It's a trap. Just like I thought. Alright. So let's go and slap these neutrals a bit. So T-Knight has regeneration and Fighter is just quick attacker. Okay. And, well, for this dude, it ain't that useful to spam out spells like crazy. The only thing I could do is just slap out those summons, because summons are extremely useful, after all. So let's see. Yeah. Mana elementals are ranged units, so I'm not gonna do this like that again. Got it. I think I should not go Sunbeam or something like that. These are useless spells. Way more useful to just go for the units that are able to go up front into the enemy. But looking good so far. I'm sapping a lot of units out of this guy. Awesome. I don't know how much longer we'll need to conquer this game for real. I mean, to some degree, I have the slight feeling as if the AI has partially already lost, but I'm not sure about that, honestly. So, increases health of my units. Well, let's go for tactics. Or... no, that's not interesting at all. More damage for elite creatures. Leadership, Aeromancy. Oh, this dude can learn Aeromancy. Now let's do that. And after that, I'm just going to increase his estate skill. Oh, speaking about which, he gained 2 levels out of that. Perfect. Okay, let's send those little newbie heroes in there. You know, they also have to learn something. Tricrow and 125 fighters. Gotta say, that's quite a lot of fighters. Alright, so the mana elementals are now allowed to spawn somewhere in safety, and got a pretty decent impression as if we're going to win this somehow. Nice. Really, really happy to see that. And this gives me the feeling as if I'm now ready to either go for higher difficulty levels or stronger AI enemies, but I'm not sure about that yet. But definitely feel like I learned a lot out of the last couple of playthroughs and all. And of course your guys' comments did help a ton. What the hell? This guy can learn Midas Touch as... ah, no, as a hero skill. Okay, I thought he can teach that to his skills, to his units. It was already like, okay. No, we're going to go for Dragon King here. Dragon King gives free dragons, you know, and free dragons are the best dragons. You know. So, let's go for some extra XP here, and let's upgrade that Dragon King skill. I do like that a lot. So she's out of order, and my main hero... Well, I'll give a save game here, and let's just attack that thing and see whether or not this thing's lying. You know? I'll rather be safe than sorry. So let's plop down some stuff in their face. Mana elementals for the backline. Just want to make sure that these Goldie boys are not one-shotting my precious real units, you know. So. Alright, not gonna spend more mana. I think that was already enough mana to be spent on one easy fight. I'm very, very concerned about the well-being of my army here. Especially since the Goldie boys are just easily resurrected there. It's a very, very dangerous skill there, because that means they're just going to do their thing yet another time. So, let's check out the losses. We've lost ether things. I don't care about losing ether things. Okay, so it turns out it was a good fight for me. Brilliant. No further complaints about that. Let's go for another level of Conflux. Yeah, please. I love this so much. Conflux is such a great skill. And if I understood that correctly, I'll just get more and more powerful units out of that. More and more powerful units, that is. And what's not to like about it? Mercenary Hall. Rather saving my money for the Magmarals, the Magmaral upgrade, whoopsie. Here. Oh, it's a little bit not. Too little? Okay. So, now we can go for Magmarals instead of the smaller units there. Beautiful. Alrighty. Come on, Verdant Order. Show your face. I like to go to war with you fellas. Like, seriously, I'm very, very curious to see how this will play out now. Alright, let's go with crazy 131-3 units here one more time. This guy really has a lot of free units, gotta say. Let's see how much damage I'll be able to do. Rock Pummelers are pretty nasty, though. But, you know, we got even more fighters to back this up, so... Sadly, I don't really have any good options to get something in their into their Avalaunchers. It's the thing, these ranged units kept tackling down my troops quite easily there, but that's okay. Oh look, there's money right next to my town. Why is there money right next to my town? Proper answer is why not. So... more demons. Like that. We've already got a ton of demons now. Alrighty, so I'll deposit my troops here. For later usage. And now let's send her downstairs too. And with that leftover money... Yeah, let's buy that mercenary hall. Flesh Wonder. Yikes. Pyre Spawn. Oh, they got Midas Touch. Ah, I can create them endlessly? But they're growing more costly. Here you see, I never played with the Mercenaries Fall for real. Shame on me. Already that long in the game and never played with that thing. Whoopsie! Alright. Let's save that and see if I can smack this army here. Now with my main stack. So this guy has something to slap into the face of their main units, or their ranged units, I should rather say. And let's keep spreading fire elementals on top of this battlefield. I'm pretty sure I should be able to spam out another small fire spell, I thought, but no. As a matter of fact, my hero is falling back, so he's not able to do anything further. But let's see. I lost the Geyser Rolls, but... what did we lose here? 2 Crusaders, 4 Geyser Rolls, and 2 Blast Masters. Considering that I gained 13k XP out of this fight, it's okay. That's the amount of losses I can easily stomach here, you know. Okay, just waiting for my main hero to turn level 15, and once that's done, he's gonna head back home, so I'll be able to upgrade him a bit. But I got the feeling as if this game is pretty solid under my control. Feels for the first time like I got everything pretty decently under control. So you know what? We're going to go for a direct assault here. So let's check this fight here out, because that looks like the direct approach to the enemy empire. Go. Controlling that many heroes in this game, though, feels a little bit cumbersome at some point, sadly. I feel like this could be a little bit better. Especially since it feels like this window here is not optimized for that kind of gameplay that I go for here. So it's that tower. Okay. Oh, whoopsie. The green player just decided to do the same thing like I wanted to do here. And Marco of the Verdant Order is upon me. Dang. So we're gonna get slapped here quite badly, I think, but you know what? Let's go for a Meteor Shower. And some Mana Elementals. The more damage I can do, the better. Although I'm a little bit afraid that... first off, we don't seem to deal any damage whatsoever. Okay. I took down 1 Knight of the Order, but seriously, that's been all we did there? And now he's on my main stack. Damn. That's what I was afraid that would happen, so we'll have to reload that turn. Who could have thought that the AI suddenly decides to just break free out of their out of its slumber and attack me? But fine, just fine. We're just going to go for that. Especially that little corner here, blocking my troops constantly. It's pretty annoying. Okay, but we're going to move towards here. And let's see. Let's end the turn and see what will happen. So yeah, Verdant Order still does the same turn. That's great. And I'm going to teleport my dude back home, or can he just walk there? He can't just walk there in 1 turn, but he doesn't necessarily need to. All I want to do is just get all those troops on top of him. That's just important. So my bodyguard strat is going to be more powerful. But that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's see. We can put these on the road like that, and yeah, they can reach us. Great. So now all I need to do is just to create as many units as possible, put them on a stack, and move that stack over here. Absorb the stack. Done. Now armies are way more powerful than before. Well, let's swarm that dude with bajillions of silly units. Alright, what's really important, I need to keep his backline busy. Create myself some ranged units to keep my enemy in trouble. And let's see, yeah, more troops. There we go. Well, let's see how much damage we'll do. So I already see that most of the halberdiers are going down like crazy. There we go. There we are. So I did cost him part of his halberdiers, but not really many. Well, it doesn't matter that much. I can do this all day. I can do this all day. I love this strat. It's a bit silly, I admit, but it's also extremely fun. Drop a couple of magma elementals on his head. And we wear the siren song. Your troops are mine. And let's just keep spamming those extra units. It's also very important. And a meteor shower. Just so, you know, it's just free troops on my side. And I don't care about any pain I inflict to him. I should really drop a meteor shower every single fight. Sure, there's one downside to this strat. You're funneling a lot of XP into the enemy's main hero. That's one downside, but as we see here, his forces begin to crumble. But on the other hand, you know, my troops gain a lot of XP out of that as well, so it's not necessarily only a bad thing. Oligarchy. Well, I think that's okay here in this regard. I think I actually gain more than I lose. Swarminid! Alrighty. So, let's sing a happy song. And toss some meteor showers. I'm also considering doing this several times here, probably. Can I afford another one? Yep. Bang! Because, you know, why not? So, how much damage did we do this time? He's lost a couple of halberdiers. Okay. The damage is a little bit neglectable, though. I gotta say. So there's still Talanak available. Let's see. Is he able to run there in one turn? Yes. Brilliant. So, Talanak has the worst troops of them all, because he's just a filthy little mage, but he's also wielding the most powerful magic of them all, so that somehow equalizes his downsides a bit. But I think by now, Talanak is really the weakest of heroes for this little strat here. I somehow feel like we're losing our ground here rather quickly. Let's do Assault Blast. I know it's not necessarily a good spell, unless you want to counter magic. Okay. The most important question now is, how does my main hero think about this easy? Yeah, it's an easy fight now. Enemy comes with a ton of troops here as well, though. Jeez, okay. That's a lot of armies. So let's see, are these... Yeah, they are easy for him here too. But wait a sec, that was a bad turn. Let's load that. I don't want to show my face here too early. Most of my heroes right now are exhausted, and I want to change that. So, first things first, I want to upgrade my troops. Because I have way too many unupgraded troops. And let's just do one thing. Gonna sell a lot of material here. Hope that the heroes just cost 2,500 here. No. Okay, we'll have to wait another day, but whatever. I'm a little bit sad that there's now so many little heroes that I can't beat. That's okay. Okay, the Suicide Squad is back in town. Let's see. We better upgrade the main army a bit more. Let's get down there. It's only near impossible at this point anymore. Any longer, whatever. You get what I want to say. Gosh, that's so many fighters here. This guy is really a bloody swarm, gotta say. Alrighty. I'm just merely confused about how he regains so many troops there, but this must be some order specialty skill, but yeah, he's losing monks. That's good. And let's just move ourselves towards here. What you can do, I can do twice. Alrighty, so the bodyguard army is heading towards there. Talanak, I don't want to send him right away, because he's a little bit on the weak side right now. Yeah, Verdant Order. It's an order player, you see. Okay. So now he's running into my wall of heroes. Awesome. We don't have a Siren Song available? No. So there's not really much we can do here. I just hope that we're going to deal some damage here. And not no damage at all. That's one thing I really don't understand. Why the hell do these guys take so little damage? But at the same time, I think it must be the specialty skill of the order troops. Well, so at this point my troops don't do anything, but at the end of the day, we're only softening up for the main attack here, so it's fine. It's just fine. And after all, my enemy is not really gaining anything out of these combats, except for XP. That's one thing where I keep wondering if this is not extremely problematic in the long run, but I don't know about that. So this is the real interesting part here. I also consider possibly the order troops are among the most resilient against this type of cheese, simply because they are really good at patching up their units after a fight. So their losses that I inflict to them this way aren't nearly as devastating as they are for several other factions. Like, there's always resurrections here happening while I kill enemies, so this might be really a problem towards my strat there, but let's see. For him, it's flagged as an easy fight, so we're going to see about that. Nevertheless, I want to use my massive wealth. You know, I have so much money. So, Zalgor. Why not? Come on in, Zalgor, and let's get ourselves some extra money here. Who are you? Evia. Demonology. Fire gating. It's a funny thing, but no. I want more heroes from my own faction ranks. Well, let's just slam more dumb little heroes into him. Because we level also out of that, you know? It's not like he's leveling all alone there. So, here we go. Probably Talanak is also out of his power range. Maybe I should have released him out of the out of service, because he simply didn't gain a high bodyguard skill at no point. Probably that's the big problem there. Whoopsie. Here. Cure. I really want to empty my entire mana pool. Why is there almost nobody dying on their side? This is one thing that I really got difficulties to understand. Are their armor ratings that high? Probably. Alright. So, we didn't do much damage, though. Yeah. Definitely that resurrection skill is a real pain to deal with for us there. I really think that this is the most pressing issue here, or the most problematic thing happening there. So, Devour. I know. We're not gonna, but I'm gonna drop some Magma Elementals into his troops. And some Mana Elementals on the backline. This guy has some really massive units for himself. So, looks like we're finally doing some damage here. That's good. Alrighty. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I gotta say, sure, this guy is now a whoopin' level 21 hero with a lot of XP and a lot of firing, a lot of killing power and all, but at the same time, I didn't lose a single troop. This was entirely cost-free. So, let's see. My hero is only level 14, but at the same time, my heroes are all over the board quite high level as well. So, let's see how this plays out. So, alrighty. Let's toss some elementals in front of the enemy there. And, no, not Inferno. A big blind here on the back line. Mana Elementals for the flank. And a neat little explosion for those guys thinking that they can hide back there. Nice little lightning bolt for you guys. And a nice cure for our troops. And let's blind the front line. Lightning bolt them here. And I think this should be easily winnable now. Oh, the Griffins are going crazy in my backline. Oopsie, I did a bad play there. Dang. No! Okay. I must pay more attention to these things in the future. This is devastating for me. For no good reason at all. I butchered this fight a lot. Is it just the stupid, first 8 tent just killing me here? Could this be? Seriously? Probably should buy these myself if they are that strong. Because right now, it really looks like the entirety of this battle was only so hard because of that. But, whatever. I mean, I gained a ton of XP out of that. So, Hex, yeah, why not? So, when we check out town, there's also most of that stuff still hanging around there. So, that's that. I mean, I think this battle is more or less over. I mean, sure, I still need to go in there and conquer this shack, you know? That's definitely still a necessity, but I don't really see any bigger issues there to do so. Although I really realize that I feel like the Order enemy probably is really the worst kind of enemy you can meet there. Also, I really gotta check if those first 8 tents aren't a really good investment there too. One investment that I didn't go for early enough. Because it really seems to me like I'm missing out on a lot there. Because this felt like these things kept resurrecting and resurrecting and resurrecting the whole day long, with almost no downsides costs whatsoever. And that felt pretty bonkers to me. So, let's see. If I understood everything correctly, I should be now able to just mop up his little surrogate heroes here quite easily. And, well... Now begins the point where I am able to just pump up my own troops like crazy. Because I think that my enemy really has no chance of surviving that in on a longer time frame there. But I want to check it out. I want to check out how powerful I am for real here this time, and then we're going to log off here, because I think this is very fun and all, but this is also pretty decided already, I think. But I want to know. I want to know for sure. So I'll leave Talanog at home, because I really don't like him anymore in this regard. And let's just send my main hero back home. And I keep wondering more and more whether or not it's just smarter to just leave your main skip back at home. Your main stack back at home, because, you know, you're not exactly losing much here in terms of firepower. Oh, look, there's the big bad hero again. So, yeah, it looks like we would need to do this a couple of extra times now. This would go a bit back and forth, I think. But the real bummer about that is, it seems to me that it's seriously that this first A10 seems to be totally overpowered in terms of abilities of resurrecting units there. Because I really don't see any other reason why there are so effing many resurrects on his side. And, yeah, well... As much as I hate it, I mean, I'm using cheesy strats myself, so I don't want to mutter too loudly about that, but still, it bothers me that obviously you can't destroy it or counter it or do anything against it, so you have to suck it up like that, but... Well, at the end of the day, we're almost doing no damage whatsoever to this guy, so I think it's only valuable to send in the troops that have Siren Song. I mean, look at that. There's no losses. We merely took down the Knights of the Order there. It's quite scary. But at the same time, well, this dude seems to have no chance whatsoever against my main hero, so... Well, yeah. To me, it seems like magic beats this type of enemy every time, but we still have to get there first. Beating him, I mean. Well, okay. I really won't want to consider this as a victory, because, you know... What do we want to do here else? I mean... It will take yet another swing against this guy, and I'll just do the same thing that I did the last time. I'll just destroy his troops as much as I can before I engage fully onto him. But I'm really afraid about the power of Order troops now that I've seen what they can do. This is super scary, I gotta admit. And those healing abilities on these things are outright brutal. Like, I wouldn't have thought that the first 810 is so effing powerful, but here we are, getting ripped by those healing capabilities, and I bet that this is like 90% of the problem. I bet that this is like, without this troop thingy, I bet that his entire assault would be nearly half as dangerous. But here we are. I count this as a victory, because, just like I said, No, I just would do this again until until he's back on my doorsteps, and then we'll fighten him back. Eventually, it could be also that I'm losing this because this guy is brutally overleveled, and I don't know if that at some point would make a difference. But honestly, I'm a little bit too lazy to try that out. I do only one thing. I'll remember for myself that I consider order enemies as really, really annoying, and it's really hard to tackle them in this regard. Yeah, so drop me your comments down below, and let me know what kind of faction we're going to play next time. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course consider subscribing. There's daily content coming up from my side, plus hundreds of videos that are already around there. So I'd love to see you guys there, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.